Hey people, welcome to a new episode of Wijngaard's homestead journey. And in this episode I want to talk a little bit about our first experience with Airbnb or with renting out our place. And after the first time, we had the Airbnb online for, I would say, 1 or 2 days, and the first booking came in immediately. We weren't even completely finished yet because we had some little things that we had to tie up. Turned out to be almost a day's work because we wanted to have it perfect for the first guest. And so the first booking came almost immediately, and we first thought that maybe we shouldn't take it because they didn't have you can choose for automatic booking, and I didn't have it set the settings like that, so I could say accept or not accept. So we talked about it shortly, and I said, let's do it. We can use the money, so let's just finish this thing up and have those people in there. We have a 4-people house, but we're not so difficult when it comes to more people. If you want to be with 5 people in a 4-people house, then you have to lay a little bit closer to each other, right? We don't really mind that so much. At least that was like that. That's how we had the ad set up. So he sent me a message and he said, hey Mark, can we come with some more people, with 2 friends, and we both have, I have 2 children and he has 3 children with him. So 7 people, right? I thought, yeah, that's fine. They said we want to put up a tent. So I said, yeah, it's fine, put up a tent, and we have space, so it doesn't really matter, right? And I didn't charge them any extra for it or whatsoever. So they came, and they seemed really nice at first, and they were probably really nice people. So that's not the issue. I'm not trying to say that they weren't, but they had absolutely no respect for someone else's property or for nature around here. They were here for 2 days, and it cost us at least 2 days after that to rebuild the whole thing. They destroyed the fireplace, they destroyed the kitchen, they sat on it or something, I don't know, but it bent through, the tiles broke, or how do you call that, what's in between the tiles, voegen we call it in Dutch. Everything broke. I had to put studs under it to repair it now. Like I said, the fireplace was destroyed. They destroyed plant pots with plants in it, and we still haven't found one of the plants back. And now it gets a little gross, so if you have a sensitive stomach, please look the other way or hold your ears or whatever. But we think it was puke on the parking lot, and they left it there. Josephine found one of her cats eating it. That's how we found it. One night I was making my round here one of the evenings, and I found a huge pile of poop. We have an outdoor toilet there, an outdoor shower, and there was a huge pile of poop there. And I took a photo with it and brought it to Josephine. I said, this doesn't look like animal poop to me, but it has peanuts in it. It's weird. How is this possible? And Josephine immediately said, no, this is human poop. And I couldn't believe it, you know. But I walked there with a shovel, and they were standing here slamming sticks on the fireplace, and I thought, well, we gotta give them a chance to clean it all up and do their thing. Maybe they're used to. You know, it's the first time. You want to be a good host, so you don't say so much. But I walked there with a shovel, and they just looked at me cleaning up that poop. And later he sent me a message on Airbnb that it was one of the kids of his friend's kids that pooped there. And I got it here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna read the whole thing because it just makes me so angry going back. He later sent me a message. He put in a complaint that the fireplace wasn't safe. It's a pile of rocks, and that the outdoor shower was just slapped together with reused wood, which is in the ad. We built the whole thing with recycled wood. We did everything like that. And I offered him and his family our own personal shower if it wasn't good enough, because I was a little unsure about, yeah, maybe not everybody wants to be in an outdoor shower with kids. So we were like, we offered all that things, and one of the kids just pooped next to the toilet apparently, and they filed a complaint for not giving them the chance of cleaning it up while they were just looking at me cleaning it up. I don't mind cleaning up poop. You've seen my other videos. That's not the point. It's the point of just being so respectless of other people's property or other people's stuff, and also nature. They brought an air gun and shot at the trees. I heard later, he showed me a picture. I was flabbergasted. I didn't know what to say. And I've been way too easy on it. Josephine was here alone with 2 guys. We had a bad experience. Let's just put it that way. I filed a complaint. I said he needed to pay for the damage, and he offered me half a day. I said that's not covering it. So I sent him a damage report where I paid ourselves minimum wage for the cleanup cost and the repair cost, and I didn't charge any materials because we take everything second hand or reused, right? Refurbished. So, and he declined that. It was double of what he no, it was like 3,000 crowns, about 300 euros in damage we had. That's how much time and effort we spent. And it wasn't about the money, it was about getting someone like that who has a perfect Airbnb track record. I was just wondering how that was possible. Well, he declined that also, and he said then I'm just gonna pay, like, I don't know, 500 crowns or something he wanted to pay. So I escalated it to Airbnb, and they helped me really well. They asked me to specify it as much as possible. Some things they said, yeah, we cannot charge him for that because it's not on the photos. So we put like really nice stuff in it later, and that wasn't on the pictures yet. So okay, sure. And then they paid me out that amount, and they paid me out like 1,600 crowns. So half of what I asked for, but at like triple what he wanted to pay. So I was satisfied with that. I'm really happy with that, and really happy with the way Airbnb handled the whole situation, because that was really nice. They were really professional. They were really there to help. So I felt like Airbnb was really a partner in this situation. And then we said we took it off Airbnb for at least a week after that, because we needed to recover a little bit. We didn't want to do it anymore, and we said maybe we should never ever put it back on Airbnb or rent it out in any way, because it just feels like you put for 3 months your heart and soul in it. And you've seen the videos of me building it, and Josephine doing she made it so nice. She put like mint in a vase there so they can have fresh tea and stuff like that, and they just savaged the whole place. So we said maybe we shouldn't do this, and then we decided to do so. And now my sister is in it with her family, and I know they're family, so it might be different, but that's such a hugely different experience. Now it's like we get to share what we got here. This is how we intended it. They come here with respect for the property, for nature. They actually enjoy going out in nature. We went on a hike So I explained a little bit about the forest. Josephine explained a little bit about mushrooms, but what kind of plants you can find here, what you can eat and what you can use it for. They really enjoyed that. They would like to chop some wood, which is perfect because I need firewood, and they really wanted to learn how to use the chainsaw and chop some wood. So that was a huge win-win. They're still here, by the way. They're doing groceries right now, but they are still on the rent. Otherwise, I would be showing the Airbnb how it looks now, probably. So yeah, that was a completely different experience. Such a nice experience now. So I have changed the ad. I've changed a couple of things in the ad, and we're not gonna let two guys with a bunch of kids that cannot control themselves in here anymore. We are gonna be a bit more selective and letting people in that actually want to come here and enjoy nature and see the beauties that we got here. We took my family on a hike to the lake over there. We just took them to the elk park here, the moose park, where you can literally pet moose, which I have never done before. I have done a lot of wildlife safaris, but in the wild, of course, the last thing you want to do is pet a moose. So this was really cool. It was really cool to do, and a moose feels really amazing. It's really soft. It's so much softer than a horse. The horse has like this thick hairs, and a moose is way smoother or something. Yeah. So that was for me a really cool experience, and for them also. When you come to Sweden, you want to see a moose, right? And there's like a gift shop there, so there's some things you can buy, like souvenirs and stuff. So yeah, they made a fire also. They used the fireplace in a proper way. They didn't destroy any of it. It didn't fall apart. It was perfectly safe. The table was perfectly safe. The kitchen is perfectly working and nothing is destroyed. There's no puke on the parking lot as far as I've seen, and they pooped in the box. So I know that because I am composting it. That's all I want to say about that. So this is the complete opposite experience of the last time, and I am really happy to see that the vision that we had with this place is actually possible as long as you have the right people here, and as long as you don't have the wrong people here, I should probably say. So big shout out to Airbnb. They are a huge help if something goes wrong, but to prevent that something goes wrong, you really gotta be selective of who you let on your property. And we even invite them in our house. They didn't come. They didn't take up on that. But it's a weird feeling. They checked out 3 hours, 2 hours, or 3 hours late, and they didn't plan to pay for it. You have to check out at 11, right? Check in after 3, check out before 11, and that gives us a little window to clean it and make it nice again for if next people come. That was the idea. They checked out 2 hours late, so if we had another check-in after that, and that's because Josephine said to them that they had to check out, and if we would have people after them, they would meet each other. We wouldn't have time to clean in between. And at 11, I was at work, so I was not here, which is a little messed up anyway. But they just started a fire at 11 at the time they were supposed to check out. So yeah, it gets to me a little bit. It's I'm happy that this is now a good experience, and we cannot wait for next people to come to build more good experiences and have people over here that love nature as much as we do. And we're slowly building this into a farm We're having the compost place now. So there's a lot to do, more and more to do here. There's gonna be chickens, there's gonna be sheep at some point. We have the tours, the hikes into the forest, we have the survival courses. We have, if they if they like it like the people from the Netherlands do, they can chop wood. I'm gonna build something maybe that we can throw axes or something like that. I saw my brother do it here the last time he was here, and he really seemed to enjoy that. So that might be a really good idea. And maybe my sister's boyfriend, Johan, he said maybe it would be cool to have a little course on how to build a bow and arrow and practice shooting it or something. So I'm gonna look into that also, because I think that would also be really cool. And then we can build this whole homestead, outdoorsy, how the people used to live in Sweden kind of place. And that is the dream a little bit. That would be really cool. Go into the forest, pick your own berries. We have a lot of berries around here, really good ones. Raspberry, blueberry, lingonberry, a lot of berries, really good berries. We have really good mushrooms that are edible. That would be so cool to go into the forest with people and pick their own meal and be on the farm, pick your own eggs in the morning and bake your own egg like a breakfast with some mushrooms in it from the forest. That would be so cool. So we learned a lot from this first experience. We learned a lot about what we don't want anymore, and we learned a lot about what direction we want to take this. And I am very, 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 very grateful to both the people that came here the first time and really ruined it, because they showed us what we absolutely don't want. And also I'm very grateful for the people that are here now, for showing us that it's also possible to have it in a way that we really enjoy having people here, and they seem to enjoy it so much. So yeah, this is a huge win-win right now. And Airbnb, of course, let's not forget Airbnb, because they guided me through this whole experience, the bad experience and the money thing. And again, it wasn't about the money. This guy threatened me not to put a bad review on his name, because he said, if you do so, then I will put a bad review on your name also. And I told Airbnb, if he does that to other people also, then I can imagine that he has a flawless record on Airbnb, right? Because he just scares hosts into not saying anything. So I felt it was my duty in this case to say something about it and risk a bad review then. So I didn't place a review on his name, but I reported him at Airbnb, and they paid me for it. I hope they had him pay for it, because if he got away with it, that would really suck. I rather pay the money back to Airbnb that he gets like fined in some way, than that he would get away with it, because I feel like he has been getting away with it for more than just this time. Yeah. Okay, people, I'm talking a lot. This is one of those sitting and talking videos. I hope you still enjoyed it. Next week I'm having or the week after that I'm having a survival course. So maybe I make a video about that, and it's the week after that it's gonna be showing then. And yeah, we're hoping that if you're watching this, that you would also, if you are one of those people that don't fall into the first category that I explained, but in the second, then I would really like you to come here also. And you can book it through Airbnb or go to offthegridwithmark.com. I think if you watch this on YouTube, that here above you see, like, if you are on watching it from my page, on the header there's like my Instagram and stuff like that, which would be cool if you follow that also, of course. And also a link to the website, so you can go to the website and you can send me a WhatsApp or something, and I could just block it on Airbnb, and you can come here directly. You can also book it through Airbnb, whatever makes you feel better. So for me it's all fine. Okay, people, thank you again for watching, and I see you next video, which is next week, Sunday, and I'm looking forward to that one. See you guys, and again, thanks for watching. Hey dope.